Soichiro Honda wasn't born with a silver spanner in his hand. No, he came from humble beginnings in rural Japan. But even as a young lad he had this burning curiosity about how things worked, especially engines. The story goes that young Soichiro saw his first car as a boy. It was a Ford Model T, chugging along a dusty road. Right then, he was hooked. He knew he had to be part of this world of machines. Soichiro was never a top student. He was much more interested in getting his hands dirty. He left school early and moved to Tokyo at the ripe old age of 15. In the big city, he landed a job as a mechanic's apprentice. Not glamorous, sure, but it was a chance to learn. And boy did he learn. Soichiro soaked up knowledge like a sponge. He spent hours tinkering, fixing, and dreaming of building something great. The workshop became his playground, the engines his toys. He wasn't afraid of hard work. In fact, he relished the challenge. Every bolt tightened, every engine tuned, brought him one step closer to his dream. Little did he know, this was just the beginning of an incredible journey. A journey that would change the face of motor engineering forever. In 1937, Soichiro took a leap of faith. He started his own company, Tokai Seiki. He poured his heart and soul into it. His big idea? Piston rings. Yeah, not exactly glamorous, but every engine needs them. He believed he could make them better, stronger, more reliable. He toiled night and day, striving for perfection. But fate, it seems, had other plans. His piston rings? They were a disaster. The quality just wasn't there. Big contracts fell through. Tokai Seiki was on the brink of collapse. It was a crushing blow for Soichiro. He'd poured everything into this company and it was crumbling around him. Most people would have thrown in the towel, but not Soichiro Honda. He was down, but he wasn't out. He swallowed his pride and did what he had to do. He went back to the drawing board, literally. He studied his failures, analyzed his mistakes. He spent months redesigning, refining, and testing relentlessly. He even went as far as pawning his wife's jewelry to keep the lights on. His determination was unyielding. He knew he could overcome this setback. And overcome he did. Just as Tokai Seiki was finding its feet, World War II erupted. The factory was bombed, reduced to rubble. It was a devastating blow, both for Soichiro and for Japan. The country was in ruins, struggling to rebuild. Soichiro could have easily given up. He had every reason to. But amidst the ashes of defeat, he saw an opportunity. He sold what little remained of Tokai Seiki to Toyota. It was a tough decision, but it gave him the capital he desperately needed. He saw a country desperate for affordable transportation. People needed to move, to rebuild, to connect. And Soichiro had an idea. He would build them a simple, reliable, and affordable motorbike. This wasn't about luxury or speed. This was about giving people freedom. Freedom to move, to work, to rebuild their lives. It was a vision born out of adversity, fueled by a deep-seated belief in the power of mobility. And so, in 1948, from the ashes of war and the remnants of his dreams, Honda Motor Company was born. The first Honda motorcycle wasn't a sleek, powerful machine. No, it was something far more important. Practical. It was called the Honda Dream D-Type, and it was designed for one purpose, to get people where they needed to go. It was small, lightweight, and easy to ride, and most importantly, it was affordable. The Dream was an instant hit in Japan. People loved its simplicity and reliability. But Soichiro wasn't done yet. He had even bigger dreams. He wanted to create a motorcycle for everyone, a motorcycle so simple, so user-friendly that anyone could ride it. That motorcycle was the Honda Super Cub. Launched in 1958, the Super Cub was a revelation. It was lightweight, stylish, and incredibly fuel-efficient. It was the motorcycle equivalent of a Volkswagen Beetle, affordable, reliable, and accessible to all. The Super Cub became a global phenomenon. It zipped through the streets of Tokyo, Rome, and New York. It was the ride of choice for students, workers, and families. With its automatic clutch and step-through design, even people who'd never ridden a motorcycle before found it easy to use. The Super Cub wasn't just a motorcycle. It was a symbol of freedom and progress. It broke down barriers and connected people like never before. And it cemented Honda's reputation as an innovator in the world of mobility. From Tokyo to California, conquering the West. In the early 1960s, Honda set its sights on a new frontier, America. It was a bold move. The American motorcycle market was dominated by big, powerful Harley-Davidsons. Could this small Japanese company really compete? Soichiro Honda wasn't afraid of a challenge. He knew that American riders were different. They craved power and style. So, Honda did what it did best, innovate. They introduced a range of motorcycles specifically designed for the American market. Bikes like the CB 750, with its powerful engine and sleek design, took the US by storm. They were fast, reliable, and crucially, more affordable than their American counterparts. Honda's success wasn't just down to their bikes. They understood the importance of marketing and after-sales service. They built a strong dealer network and focused on creating a positive customer experience. It was a winning formula. Honda quickly gained a reputation for quality and reliability. Soon, they were outselling even the most established American brands. Honda's success in America was a testament to Soichiro's vision and the hard work of his team. They had taken on the biggest motorcycle market in the world and emerged victorious. But this was just the beginning. Honda had even bigger ambitions. They were ready to take on the world of cars. Four wheels, global dreams, the Honda we know today. In 1963, Honda took a giant leap forward. They launched their first car, the T360 mini truck. It was small, practical, and perfect for navigating Japan's crowded streets. The T360 was a hit, and it paved the way for a string of successful car models. From the iconic Civic to the sporty NSX, Honda cars became synonymous with reliability, fuel efficiency, and innovative design. Honda's success in the automobile industry was no accident. Soichiro instilled a culture of innovation and a relentless pursuit of excellence in his company. He encouraged his engineers to think outside the box and come up with creative solutions. This led to groundbreaking technologies like the CVCC engine, which dramatically reduced emissions and improved fuel economy. Honda's commitment to environmental responsibility became a hallmark of the brand. They were one of the first automakers to embrace hybrid technology with the Insight, a car that set new standards for fuel efficiency. From its humble beginnings in post-war Japan, Honda had become a global automotive giant. But through it all, they never forgot Soichiro's core values, building quality products that improve people's lives. His legacy lived on in every car, every motorcycle, and every product that bore the Honda name. Racing to innovate, a need for speed, a drive to invent. Now any petrolhead worth their salt knows that Honda loves a bit of racing. Soichiro knew that the racetrack wasn't just about winning trophies, it was a laboratory on wheels, a place to push engines to their limits and test new technologies. He famously said, "Success is 99% failure," and boy did Honda embrace failure on the track. They blew engines, crashed cars, and learned from every single setback. This try, fail, try again attitude led to some of Honda's most iconic racing machines. The RA272 Formula One car, for example, was a beast. It screamed its way to victory in the 1965 Mexican Grand Prix, announcing Honda's arrival on the world stage of motorsport. But it wasn't just about Formula One. Honda raced everything, from motorcycles to touring cars, and they won, a lot. But the real victory was the technology that transferred from the track to the road. Innovations like disc brakes, turbocharging, and VTEC variable valve timing all have their roots in Honda's racing heritage. Soichiro understood that pushing the limits on the track made their road cars safer, more efficient, and let's be honest, more fun to drive. He knew that innovation doesn't happen by playing it safe. You have to be willing to take risks, to embrace failure, and to never stop learning. That was the Honda way. The power of dreams, Soichiro's enduring legacy. Soichiro Honda, the boy who fell in love with an engine, left this world in 1991. But his legacy? Well, that's everywhere. It's in the millions of cars and motorcycles that bear his name, zipping across continents. It's in the roar of a Honda engine on a racetrack, pushing the boundaries of speed and technology. But most importantly, it's in the hearts of those who dare to dream big. Soichiro's story is a testament to the power of resilience. He faced countless setbacks, from a disastrous business venture to the devastation of war, but each time, he rose from the ashes, stronger and more determined. He never gave up on his dreams, he never stopped believing in the power of innovation, and he never lost sight of his core value, improving people's lives through technology. Soichiro Honda wasn't just an engineer or a businessman, he was a visionary. He showed the world that with enough passion, determination, and a healthy dose of stubbornness, anything is possible. His story is a reminder that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone. So, the next time you see a Honda, remember the man behind the name. Remember the boy who dared to dream, and in doing so, changed the world, one engine at a time.